Good morning and welcome to Michelle's Life on Repeat. I'm Michelle. I have chronic illnesses. I try not to let that get me down, so I keep my hands and my mind busy with things like orchids and books, cooking, playing with my dog, just doing overall things in my house and around my house. I don't venture too far outside, especially with the viruses. But welcome today. It is a rough day for me. I don't know if you can see, I'll zoom in for you on the wonderful migraine eyes. They're red, they're droopy. Last night didn't end till about 2 a.m. and then today started at 6 a.m. It was rough. It was rough. You know, some days your skin hurts. You laying in bed hurts, just laying still hurts. And then when you're almost asleep, an electric bolt goes zing through a limb or an arm or your tongue or your cheek or your leg. And yeah. On today's agenda today, I have make another vlog, visit with you guys, check on my flowers. But the pressing stuff that I need to do is go off to physical therapy. And because I knew I had to drive to physical therapy, I haven't been able to take any pain relievers through the night and through this morning. So I'm just tiptoeing around with a coffee cup and a glass of water. But today I go to physical therapy. She'll work on the shoulders some more, although I think it was rather stupid of me to get that Shinrex vaccination because it's still sore. It's what, 3 or 4 days later. So this is the arm she works with, so she might just be working on something else today or giving me exercises to do, but it was too late to cancel less than 24 hours in advance. You like picking up stuff, don't you? You do. You like to pick up things and carry them for us? Don't you? Carry things around the house for us? Yeah, you do. Let's find some things you can carry for us. Oh, can you get my medicine? Yes. Get that. Good try. Good medicines, yes. There's 2 kinds of medicines. Very good. Good girl. Good job. Bella, sit. Good sitting, Bella. Good job. The last video, you couldn't see Bella do what she was doing, so let's try it. Try it again. Good sit. Can you get Mommy's medicine? We usually go sit to lay down. Medicine. Bring it to Mommy. Bring it to Mommy. Good girl. Medicine? Yes. Yes. Good girl, you got Mama's pills. Good job. Sit. Very good girl. That's what she was doing earlier in the videos that you could hear but you couldn't see. She was reaching for the medicine bottle or the medicine packet. I've trained her for over 2 or 3 years. My medicines have been in these types of containers scattered throughout the house. And if I ask her to go get medicine, she will search where we normally keep it. There's one down in the hallway. She knows she can reach it with her mouth. For today's adventures, I put it right there and just pointed to it, and she knew that this was medicine, so she knew to bring it to me. The bottle is more of a newer thing, but she recognizes when I say medicine, if it's still there, that is medicine. Plus, I believe she can actually smell through the container what we don't smell. When I'm in the store and I have a migraine, and she's alerting me that the hemiplegic migraines are coming because the fluorescent lights and the stimulation and stuff. There's one pill that I take for hemiplegic migraines, another pill for something else. So often she won't stop alerting me. She won't stop rubbing her nose all over my leg, and she won't stop sniffing the air and pointing to the ceiling lights until I squat down at her level, show her my pill, let her smell it, and she watches me take a drink of water. And then she'll ease up. She'll lay with me, she'll brace for me, she'll sit near me, but she will kind of stop alerting, like, take your meds, take your meds, take your meds. And then she goes into, let's just get out of the store now soon, Mom. Let's get out of the store, Mom. So, very good girl. High five. I'm proud of you. You my girl. You my girl. Good job. Good job. And you know, when you're training, when you're working with a pet or a person, a child, always end on a positive. You know, if she doesn't master one task today, we'll go back to the one we did. So she knew that after I said Bella sit earlier, my next command was going to be lay down. So she's like, ooh, it's a sit, then a lay down. I'm going to be ready for Mom on this one. So she goes into automatic mode just like we do. Probably driving a car to work day after day. We like, did we pass that building already? I don't even remember it. Some of those automatic pilots things that she does. So I'll keep this around the house and let her know when I need it, she can retrieve it for me. I haven't, well, only a few times have I actually needed her to retrieve it for me because I was incapacitated. More so it was that I wanted to work her in case I was incapacitated to go get the medicines by just giving her the command. So she would run down from the stairs and go get the medicines down the hallway. Or the other thing we've trained her is to go get D-A-D-D-Y. If I say it now, she'll go looking through the house for him. So she will go get him. In fact, she came to me one day, I thought this was so funny. She came to me, she was downstairs with Dad watching TV and he's eating his cheesy popcorn and she loves it and he wasn't sharing any of it with her. So she came all the way up the stairs, woke me up from my sleep by pulling on my hand gently, and I said, what do you need, baby girl? And I followed her down the stairs and she woke me all the way down to Daddy and sat me right down in front of him. And she stared at him with a look that said, Mom, he's not sharing any popcorn with me. And I just died laughing. That was the first time she's ever came to complain that she wasn't getting a fair share or something. Couple of the takes we took, you couldn't see my head, so it was just my legs and my mouth talking. But I wanted to let you know that when we go into the grocery store, my husband's not too keen on filming with everyone watching, and it's very hard for me to film myself and her at the same time while I'm trying to actually. But the other day, I'll throw that clip in, and it was just a fast one where she just walks parallel. She learned to walk right with the cart, stop. If I needed her to move out of the aisle, out of the way, she would go where I would tell her to and sit or lay down. But what she does when we're in a store, my time starts ticking the moment I walk in the door for the fluorescent lights. They trigger my hemiplegic migraines. They don't trigger my cluster headaches or the occipital neuralgia or migraines that only affect that other side of my brain. But they do affect the hemiplegia, which means I start to wobble, my leg walks like a drunk person, I stumble on my feet, I might trip. So she's ready for it when that kind of stuff happens. So she knows something about the lights, the frequency, she either hears it or she smells it, but she will put her nose up in the air and throw it up a few times like that and sit while she's doing it, going like that and sniffing. And I tell her, oh, okay, Mama hears you. And occasionally I've been stubborn and I wanted to go through one of the stores in town and at 4 minutes into the door, she was on her butt sitting, and she wasn't going to move. She wasn't going to walk with me. She was sniffing the ceiling, pointing up to the big bright lights. And I said, oh, come on, we can't have a migraine. I just want to get through the store. And I went a few more feet, and she obeyed and went a few more feet, sat, and gave me the alert again, sniffing the ceiling. And by the time I made it, 3 more minutes to the store, I was bumping into shelves, tumbling over my feet, ready to throw up. Nausea was bad, confusion, couldn't think, couldn't figure out what I needed to do next. So she pushes me towards the door. Don't bark. She pushes me through the door. So that's what she will do. And then I have been known to be in a store and I'm pig-headed and I want to shop because I waited and waited to just do something outside of the house, with chronic pain. It's like, it's just my day. My mom and I were gonna walk through the store, and she is sat down. And if I don't listen the first time, she has a little bit of grace and sits and does her sniff again. And then she just laid down completely on the floor, and so that I couldn't walk because we were tethered. I had her hooked to my pant loop, belt buckle loop, and her laying down forced me to stop. I couldn't walk any further. So I had to sit down, get my medicines out, show her that I was taking them, take them, and then she waited for me to balance out. She knew when I was okay enough to get up and walk to the car. Yeah, this is her window that she boofs out of. So that's what she does when we're in a store, and hopefully someday I'll be able to catch it for you on video. She rubs her nose back and forth on my left knee when she's warning me that it's time to get out of the stores with the fluorescent lighting. And she also, at that point, if I'm not listening, she starts to do the head nod up to the roof. Some stores I have like maybe 7 minutes in there before they affect me. Some are so bad I can never go back to them again. Bed Bath & Beyond was one that that was the initial, I'm gonna throw up right here in the aisle. And I find it's stores with big, tall, open ceilings, and the more cheaper fluorescent lights, they must blink at a certain rate. That bother me. I can't go into big box stores like Home Depot and Winco and Costco without a huge sun hat, sunglasses, earbuds in to block the sensory. And even then, it's a chance. It's a good day or a bad day, whether it's going to be me able to go in there. But some stores I just can't go in, and I say I won't go in them anymore. So for my health, I know my radius in my town is only so big. There's a few stores that are great. They don't affect me, and I just generally stick to those. Yes, I'll save money if I went to the other store. I have more choices if I went to that other place. I like a different pharmacy other than the one I use, but the one I use has a drive up and I don't have to go under the fluorescent light. So it's a give and a take. You learn what works for you and you go with it. That's what you got to do to survive and make it successful. And my husband's finally learning. My mom's finally learning. A quick trip in, can we just run in, will really ruin the whole rest of the night or the whole rest of the day. So it's wise to know your limits. And someday I want to test the theory again and go back into Bed Bath & Beyond and see how she responds. But I was so sick so much, so fast, so quick. I don't want to go there again. But maybe someday, for the sake of scientific research and vlogging, I might walk in there again with her and see what she does. Well, I made it back from my appointments and I was able to accomplish 3 or 4 things all at once. Yes, I like when that happens. They let me slide right on in after one appointment, right into the next for that COVID swab. And then I didn't have to wait. Then I went upstairs and made another appointment at a different specialist. And then to another building to make another specialist appointment. This is the year of everything. Skin check, internal checks, colon checks, mammograms. Yeah, it's just that year, I guess. Let me show you the plant that I said I would show you when they start to open up. This is the kryptonite of the Phycalanthe. I think we never did figure out how to pronounce that. Let me see if I can get it to zoom in. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It was fun to show you my Bella. It was nice to catch up with you and let you know what's happening in my life. Sorry to be that mom that says, get your checkups. But hey, go get them. I'll keep up with you guys. I'll let you know when my flowers bud open some more and give you some pictures of those. Thanks for spending time. Bye-bye, everyone.